Good morning to those who listen. It's October 8th, 2024, 12:19 a.m. And we just had another XFlare, X2. Supposedly, they're saying that the Comet Atlas, got close to the sun, and the sun released a flare and a CME. Crazy. And then we got the Hurricane Milton. Um, all these areas here are definitely areas that are going to get really bad. Now, my mom and my sister and her son live in Florida, and they live right about. Come on, cursor. Where's the cursor? Okay, so you see the cursor right in here. They live in this area right in here, Brooksville. So, I mean, it's definitely going to be in the path. They're already in a mandatory evacuation. Their county is. But sorry, I'm tired. I'm yawning. Um, there's some shelters that just opened up. I suggested that they go to the shelters. I don't know if their house is gonna stand up to what's coming, but they want to just hunker down, and I don't know if that's a smart thing to do or not. They're inland more, so they're not going to get all of it. But the hurricane's going right through there, so it might not be quite as strong, but they're still going to get hit pretty hard. So I don't know if staying is the right thing to do. Um, my sister's son just got home from work, and he filled up with gas, but he's saying that there's tons of gas stations that are closed down, or not closed, but they closed off the pumps because they ran out of gas. So that's another problem. A lot of people, if they are evacuating, they're having problems finding gas. So another problem. That's crazy. And I just got back from the emergency room. I took an ambulance to the emergency room. I was really bad. Lots of pain, and the bloating was really super severe again. I couldn't figure out what's causing it, but my doctors, my regular doctor, and all the doctors that my doctor sent me to, all said, the hernia that I have is small and shouldn't be causing any pain and bloating. But the doctor tonight said that my hernia is pushing up into my stomach, and he thinks that's what's causing everything. He says, get on this medicine, Bentyl, and then he's giving me a pain thing for inflammation. Get on that, and he said, watch your diet, no alcohol, no coffee. So coffee was one thing that I started back up about a week ago, because when I was having all the problems, I looked it up and said coffee could irritate your stomach. So I stopped drinking coffee for like a good full month. Didn't drink any. And then when I started back up again, I'm only drinking 2 cups a day, but apparently no more coffee. And then no spicy foods. I don't eat spicy foods anyway, so I don't have to worry about that. And no chocolate. So like, wow, okay, no chocolate. So I don't eat much chocolate anyway, but I do like a little bit of chocolate here and there. But apparently I gotta watch that now too. So I'm gonna go back. I've already started doing the newer diet where I'm eating better foods. I'm also eating way less portions, so I'm not eating anywhere near as much as I used to. Maybe like half as much as I used to, something like that. I'm not eating 2,000 calories, not even close. There might have been a couple days I did, but uh, I'm probably 1,500 or lower. Today, all I had was today I had a couple sloppy joes and a little bit of mashed potatoes and a little bit of cottage cheese. And then all I had for I mean, I ate really late because I just got home. I had a can of soup with some crackers. That's all I've had all day. But another thing is um, I'm drinking lots of water. I slowed down on the water a little bit, and lately though my pee has been clear, not totally, but like a clear yellow. So that's one thing that has changed. I used to have really dark, smelly urine. It was terrible, and I was drinking a gallon of water a day, and I couldn't understand how I could still have dark urine. It should have been like almost clear, drinking a gallon of water a day. Wow. So I gotta watch it. So now I'm thinking though the food's not as much of a problem as in exertion. So if I'm lifting something or bending down or I'm leaning forward, that's putting stress on my uh, stomach area, and that's could be causing a lot of it, which I think probably makes more sense. And the hernia, if it's uh, putting stress on my body, on organs and stuff. But the doctor didn't seem to be too concerned. He just says, get on that medicine. And the one thing about the medicine, uh, the doctor said, just take it, after a meal if you feel like you're bloating and having pain. So I wasn't taking it that much. It was, some days I wasn't taking it at all. And then the other days I would just take like one pill after dinner, and that would be it. But now I'm supposed to take 2 pills 3 times a day, and then along with the pain medicine too. But I don't. It's not so much the pain as it is the, I guess, inflammation and the bloating. So I don't know. They gave me something through the IV, and it helped. It didn't last long, but it helped. So I just got to be careful now, I guess. Don't be lifting. I don't know what I'm going to do, though, because, like when I go to the grocery store, I get water, gallons of water. And, I used to lift 2 gallons on each hand, so I'd lift 4 gallons at a time. I haven't done that in a long time. So all I do is 1 in each hand now, but apparently that's too much, too. I do feel a strain when I even lift up a couple gallons of water. Wow. So I got to be careful not to lift anything heavy at all. All right, that's your update, I guess. Ugh, there's so much going on. Plus the stress of, the stress can cause, that too, I guess. So I got to watch the stress. But I've been stressed out because now my disability is taking out over $300 out of my money. So now I'm down to, I think it was $679 a month. I don't think that's enough, or I can live off of. So I got to call Medicare. I called them today, but they said, well, you're only getting charged $42. So then I looked it up, and I'm getting charged. I'm guessing it has to be for B, so I'm getting Medicare A also. So Medicare A is costing $174 a month, and then the B is $42 a month, and then they're taking child support out too, and after that, then I'm less than $700 a month, and my rent's $400 a month, so it's going to be really, really super tight, unless I do work a little bit, but I don't know if I can. If I did, I would be doing like DoorDash, or maybe I can do a few hours here and there to try to make up a little money. But I got to be careful, because if I make too much, then I lose my disability altogether. So it's kind of like I'm trapped. You can't make too much money, or you lose everything. But if you leave it the way it is, you don't have enough to live on. But they told me Medicare was free. Because I told them at first, I said, well, I don't want it because I heard it costs too much money. Oh, no, sir, it's absolutely free to you. And you can keep your Medicaid. Well, Medicaid now is trying to drop me. They said, at the end of this month. And I did a thing. They said you can fill out this thing, and they can see if you're eligible for some other kind of Medicaid. It would probably be one that costs money. I'm like, ugh. So I don't know if I should get rid of the Medicare and just stay on Medicaid, or if I should, well, it depends on, if it's going to cost that much money, it's not really worth it, is it? I don't know. So that's one of my stresses. So I got to figure that out. I got to call them, find out what's going on with that. And of course, they were like, they kept me on hold forever because they couldn't figure out where I was coming up with that amount of money. And then they told me that they don't even do it. It's Aetna. So they told me I got to call disability, Social Security, and because they're in charge of it. I'm like, really? So that might be hard because usually you have to wait hours and hours and hours on the line. I don't know. Whatever. Just got to figure this stuff out. But I guess no more sports for me. I wasn't really playing sports anyway. But, it'd be nice to do little things here and there. I'm going to try to still walk. But, again, you can't do too much. You can't overdo it. So I got to just walk a short distances. All right. Sorry to go on for a long video. If you're still here, thanks for listening. Continue praying for me. I'll continue praying for you. And hopefully I can get healed so I don't have to deal with this all the time. It just seems weird because my roommate, his brother, has a hernia and he doesn't bloat or have pain at all. And his is supposedly worse than mine. Mine's supposed to be small, but I don't know. I guess it's in the wrong spot. And if I do anything, stand, I'm serious. It's crazy. If I'm, sleeping at night and then I wake up and as soon as I stand up, boom, blam, bloating. And then, if I put my clothes on, boom, bloating. Put my shoes on, bloating. Take a shower and bloating. Everything I do, no matter how small it is, causes me to bloat and have pain. Well, I'm going to try to take it really easy, stay away from those foods that I'm not supposed to, and take that medicine and see if I get better. If we had already made a plan with my roommate, if I'm not better by next week, by next Monday, then we're going to go to Iowa City and I'm going to go to the emergency room up there. I still have not heard anything from my family doctor. I've left them several messages and, saying, can you give me a referral to Iowa City? Nothing. I don't hear nothing. It's, they're supposed to answer those every day, but I said something on Friday and Saturday, and then yesterday. No, and today. No, it was yesterday. And I haven't heard nothing. They haven't responded. I think they're mad at me, but, I can't help it. I was trying to find out what's going on. And that's why I went to the other hospital. Maybe they get a different opinion. Maybe they can figure it out. Well, I don't know if they figured it out because I don't know if this is the answer. But we'll see. I'll try to do what I was doing before because there was a few weeks where I was doing pretty good. Didn't really have any pain. It just had the bloating. And most of the time the bloating wasn't as severe as it is now again. All right, I'm done. So I don't want to take up so much time. But there's your update. I love you guys. Hopefully I can get better sometime soon. God bless.